In November 1970, in a valley near Bergen, Norway, called Isdalen, meaning literally Ice Valley, a group of hikers came across a woman's body, badly burned, near a set of scattered items: sleeping pills, a partially burned umbrella, rubber boots, and a bottle that had likely contained an accelerant. The fire had destroyed most of what could have identified her. Investigators initially treated it as a possible suicide, but the details of the scene, combined with what was found afterward, made that explanation feel increasingly incomplete the deeper police looked. When authorities traced her movements backward, they found she had been staying in hotels across Norway under at least 8 different false identities, each with a different forged passport, none of which held up to scrutiny once examined closely. She paid for nearly everything in cash, went out of her way to avoid being photographed, and had reportedly asked hotel staff to remove the labels from items in her luggage. When police searched a locker she had rented at a Bergen train station, they found more forged identity documents, disguise items including a wig, and other tools that pointed toward someone actively working to obscure who she really was. Not just someone traveling under one alias, but someone maintaining an entire operational cover. Her fingerprints, sent to international agencies at the time, produced no matches, and despite a genuinely large-scale investigation that included publishing a facial reconstruction and appeals across multiple countries, no government or family ever came forward to claim her. The combination of forged multinational identities, deliberate anti-surveillance behavior, and a violent, ambiguous death in a country then quietly significant to Cold War intelligence activity led many investigators and journalists over the years to suspect she had been a spy, operating under deep cover, whose death was either an execution disguised as suicide or an operation that went catastrophically wrong. The case went cold for decades, treated in Norway as one of the country's most notorious unsolved mysteries, discussed in true crime circles internationally in a way that outpaced how much was actually known for certain. In more recent years, renewed forensic efforts, including isotope analysis of her teeth and bones, which can reveal information about where a person grew up and lived based on the minerals absorbed from local water and food, suggested she likely spent her early life somewhere in Central Europe, possibly Germany or a nearby country, offering the first real geographic clue to her origin in over 50 years. That narrowed the search considerably, but has not, as of the most recent public updates on the case, produced a confirmed name. What makes the Isdal Woman different from most cold cases is that the mystery isn't really about how she died. The fire and the scene tell a partial story about that. It's about who spends that much effort disappearing in the first place. And what kind of life requires 8 separate false identities and a locker full of disguises? Half a century later, she remains one of the very few unidentified deaths in modern European history where the leading theory, real espionage, isn't speculation invented after the fact by true crime audiences, but was the working theory of the original investigators themselves.